Welcome back to the show. We're now joined by head women's soccer coach Lars Anderson. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Your team is 0-2 on the season so far with setbacks to some pretty tough competition at the Armstrong Pirates shootout in Savannah. Talk about what you saw from your team down there and some of the areas that you'll address in practice this week.
Well, I'm not all that concerned, Jenna. I've guided 3 different universities to the national tournament, and I've put a team in a national championship game. So, I'm not one to push the panic button at 0-2. We scheduled 2 very, very tough opponents intentionally. The NCAA is putting even more emphasis on strength of schedule. Now, I say that had I known that 3 or 4 of my starters weren't going to make the trip due to injury or family situations, maybe I wouldn't have scheduled these opponents. But hindsight is always 20/20. I thought we played extremely well in the first game. I give a lot of credit to Emory and Riddle. They had 5 All-Americans. NAIA has a little bit different rules and allows for players that we can't bring in NCAA Division II, but they're a very, very good team. They'll do very well in NCAA Division II, and Delphi has proven to be a very good team. Last year they beat St. Rose, who's won a national championship. So, what I take away from this is we still got some growth. We got to get some players back from injuries. But to quote Aaron Rodgers, RELAX, relax. I'm confident that we'll be fine this season.
You're without the services of a handful of players right now who are nursing some injuries, including Rayshana Campbell, who led your team in scoring last year. What kind of impact is that having on the success of the Braves?
Well, Rayshana is a unique player. She scores goals at will. She's developed into one of the best players in the conference and in the region. She's just a goal getter. At times you wonder how she does it. She may not have all the skill set of some of the previous successful goal scorers that we've had, but bottom line is she scores goals, and that's obviously what you ultimately care about. Rayshana stretches the field. She has tremendous speed. She's an incredibly unselfish player, which allows for other players to have opportunities to score goals. She's the ultimate team player, and I think she has a calming effect on our team as well. We know she's going to score goals, and just her demeanor is one of it's very businesslike, and she always plays with a smile on her face, and she has a true passion for the game. Now we're hoping to slowly get Rayshana back in. We're actually hoping to. I just spoke to the training room, and thank you, Rosie, our athletic trainer. She's very patient. Working with me is not always the easiest coach to work with, but she's working very hard to put players back on the pitch, Rayshana being one of them, and we hope to see her back in limited action today against Queens.
You'll play one more road game this week at Queens before playing home twice. Once on Thursday against Pfeiffer, and then again on Saturday against Georgia Southwestern in your Peach Belt Conference opener. How important is it to grab that first Peach Belt Conference victory, especially when you're playing at home in Pembroke?
Well, not to look past Queens or Pfeiffer, both are worthy opponents, absolutely. But obviously, if you want to look ahead, just from a Peach Belt standpoint, I've made this statement, and I will stand by it. The Peach Belt is the best. It's the best Division II conference. Period. You can ask any of our coaches, and in my opinion, it's the best D2 women's soccer conference in the country. So any win is important. There are no gimmies anymore. Programs, I think it's fair to say, I've been here, it's my 15th season. There was a time when there were probably 2 or 3 gimme wins for our program. There are none anymore, so getting that first win is important, and learning what it takes to win in the PBC is important. But I have veteran players who know what it's about, so I'm confident that they will come into that game ready and prepared to go.
And after a tough start to the season, what types of things do you tell your team to keep them focused on the goals as well as the next opponent?
Well, I know it's a favorite quote of mine that they throw back in my face all the time. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Going 0-2 is not something we're used to, but I also realize we have 15 more regular season games to play. So I tell them to stay calm, stay focused, trust in themselves, trust in their teammates, and trust in the coaching staff, and it will all work out in the end.
Thank you so much for being on the show with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this week's edition of the Black and Gold Report, and until next week, go Braves!